Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now today I want to have a look at why Filipinas are generally shy to foreign men. Now we've all heard stories about Filipinas being shy, or we've gone to the Philippines and we've spoken to Filipinas and they appear very shy, and they'll even tell you, I'm very shy to a foreigner. But what is the reasons behind that? Because many of these Filipinas, they're not shy to their own people, so they can be very outgoing with their Filipino friends or Filipino colleagues at work, and they're not that way at all around their own people. So what is it about a foreigner that actually makes a outgoing Filipina turn very shy? Well, I'm going to have a look at that, and I'm going to give you my ideas around that. I'd also like to hear what you've got to say about it. Give me your opinions on that in the comments below, because here at All About the Philippines, we are one community and we all share the information and our thoughts and ideas for the rest of the community to get some value from. So anyway guys, let's jump into the video. Now, to a lot of Filipinos, especially in the province areas, they're not really used to seeing or speaking that often to Western men. And for some of these girls, it can be very daunting to talk to a Western man, especially if they're trying to impress him or if he is showing some interest in her romantically and he's made it clear that he might want to date her. Then she can get very shy simply because of the fact she's not used to a Western man speaking English. Now, her English may not be that great. She might not have completed school and she might be very self-conscious of the English, and she might be worried that she's going to make a fool of herself trying to speak English to communicate to that Western man. And it does take some courage for this Filipina to actually try and open up and speak in English, which is not her native language, and it's a language she certainly doesn't feel comfortable in, and she might be worried that, you know, you're going to be always correcting her, and she might not feel that she's up to the task of communicating to this man in English, and so she becomes very shy within herself, and that can make things difficult if you're trying to have a conversation with her. But you've got to realize it's really not her fault. She's just feeling the way she's feeling, because how would you go if you were trying to talk to a Filipina in Tagalog, for example, and you weren't real confident in that language and how you spoke it? It would be very difficult, and you probably would go into your shell somewhat as well. And for some Filipinas, they may have been dreaming of meeting a foreign man from America or Australia or Canada since they were little girls, and that could be something they've always thought about, and it's been a dream of theirs to go and live in another country. And here in front of them, they've got this man there who's interested in them, and all of a sudden this dream they've had since they were little is actually starting to appear, and they don't want to ruin it, and they become very self-conscious about that, and almost feeling that they're not up to the challenge, or they're not good enough to be with this man. Some Filipinas may put a Western man up on a pedestal in her own mind, that is, and she thinks that he's probably better than what she is, which of course we know is not true. But for a Filipina, it can be very difficult to shrug that off, and you've got to reassure her that, you know, we're all just people and we're just trying to communicate the best we can, and you're there to support her in the transition into speaking with you in English, and of course that you'll be very patient with her and help her through that process. Anyway guys, as I say, I do think it's more about the Filipina not being confident in her own English and not wanting to look silly or make a fool of herself in front of you, the Western man. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are around this, and if you've had any experiences around this, please put them in the comments below. Don't forget, of course, if you've liked the video, to give it a big thumbs up. share the video with all your networks, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell to get more videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I appreciate all your support. Take care, and bye for now.